Tease me, baby. You got what I want and what I need, baby.
Let me hear you say,
Please.
let me hear you say,
Please. Tease me, baby. Turn around and just tease me, baby. You got what I want and what I need, baby.
let me hear you say,
Please.
let me hear you say.
Hi, so hari ni last day I punya sekolah, internet school, and I decide I nak try pakai makeup, pergi online classes and nak guna this one technique yang I jumpa dekat TikTok. So I don't know, because I rasa macam nak tengok if it really lasts long, and kalau benda tu berkesan, kalau benda tu tahan lama, I nak use the same technique next time dengan makeup. So first step dia adalah untuk pakai moisturizer, and I guna moisturizer simple yang sensitive skin experts replenishing rich moisturizer ni. I dah guna this moisturizer for about 6 months or 1 year, I don't really know. Okay, second step adalah letak translucent powder. I guna Body Shop loose powder shade 03 and guna sponge and just lightly dab around my face. Just satu layer je and very light. And don't forget untuk pakai Vaseline or lip balm just to keep your lips moisturized. Okay, so next step adalah untuk pakai setting spray. I pakai setting spray from Elf, and then korang just tunggu dia kering. And then kita pakai primer. I pakai primer daripada Pixie. Ni kakak I punya sebab tu shade dia macam tak betul sangat, and just ratakan, and I akan cuba untuk make it work even though dia cerah sikit daripada warna kulit I. The next step is supposedly pakai foundation, tapi I tak pakai foundation, so I do my brows straight away. I guna brow pencil from L'Oreal and Maybelline punya H3 Wonder concealer. Lepas tu I draw and then fill it in and brush out. Lepas tu I blend out guna my fingers and just make sure concealer tu betul-betul blended out. And then I conceal bawah mata, dekat dahi I and dekat dagu. This is places yang I nak highlight. Before I blend out I punya concealer, I bronze dulu. I guna brand Collection drugstore brand, and just buat dekat my jawline, cheekbone, I tak tahu apa panggil tu, and my dahi. So ni a very warm tone. Lepas tu blend out your concealer tadi tu. I guna sponge. Make sure you dah basahkan sponge you and dia tak terlalu basah or terlalu kering, and just blend out. I tak tahu lagi apa nak cakap, dah blend out. Sebab I nak a very simple makeup look, so I decide untuk pakai the same bronzer and letak as my eyeshadow. And tu je shade yang I akan letak on my eyes. I guna a brush, any brush akan boleh je, and then I just blend out guna my jari. Step I bake guna Banana Light daripada Makeup Revolution, and I just bake bawah mata dekat area dagu I untuk set all my concealer tadi tu and make it a bit terang. I think untuk eyeliner, I pakai eyeliner dari Fever Glam double tip, and I pakai yang nipis punya instead of belah yang tebal. Satu sebab I tak nak makeup ni terlalu tebal, and dua sebab I am going for a simple makeup. Lepas tu I tak buat wing because I tak reti buat wing, so I buat a very simple eyeliner je. Curl your lashes each side 10 seconds. Untuk mascara, I pakai sama juga from Fever Glam, ni yang double end, and just put on the mascara ikut dia punya step tu. Dia ada 2 step, so buat both steps untuk volumize I punya eyelashes. Next, you nak ambil a powder brush and just brush out semua benda yang dah bake tadi. Lepas tu, kita pakai blusher. I pakai blusher from Nude Sticks. Ni hadiah from my friend. And then, I just blend out guna brush yang dia dah bagi dekat the same Nude Sticks tu. Make sure blend out cantik-cantik and letak as much as you suka, because different orang different. And then, I pakai highlighter. Ni daripada IFX Cosmetics. This brush is also from IFX Cosmetics, and then just blend out. Lastly, kita pakai lipstick. Ni from IFX Cosmetics juga. In shade Rebel Ch. And then kita just put on setting spray. Okay, so this is my final look. It's quite simple and senang, achievable, honestly. So I'm gonna wear this throughout the day dalam my class, and I'll see kalau ada orang comment or perasan if I'm wearing makeup or not, or people just don't acknowledge my existence, and I will update malam nanti if my makeup stays on. Okay, update. It's been 2 hours and it's still intact. And okay, setting spray, holy grail. Like, use that, confirm korang punya makeup akan like cair and blend in properly, which is good. So that's why like my highlight looks kind of nice. Tak ada siapa tegur I pakai makeup, but whatever. And yeah, I think it's okay lah. Dia macam quite bertahan so far. But remember, this is without foundation. I don't wear foundation, so maybe kalau pakai foundation it will look more mattifying, more prettier, I don't know. But yeah. Okay, so sekarang dah pukul 8. I dah tidur, dah makan, and even lipstick pun I tak ada top up langsung. I tak ada top up highlighter, tak ada top up apa-apa. So kita akan tengok. So as you can see, my highlight still ada sikit, and minyak daripada skin I pun dah start keluar, tapi tak banyak. But as you can see, dekat hidung ni memang very oily. Dekat dagu I biasanya akan so oily hidung I, tapi I rasa sebab I bake, and also sebab I buat yang step letak bedak after letak moisturizer, so dia lock the moisture tu kat dalam, pun macam tak oily sangat. This is highlight, this is not oil. Dahi I pun dah oily sikit.
Masya Allah.
Masya Allah, sister.
Sebenarnya.
Macam mana apa? Jap, sabar. Lepas tu tak boleh. Teknik ni dia berjaya untuk buat I punya bronzer stay lama, dengan I punya blusher pun stay longer daripada yang selalu. So yes, I akan cuba lagi guna lagi this technique next time. So that's it for today. Babi betul adik aku ni.